It gave me chills for good 2 days and I couldn't eat anything. But somehow I managed to Google the pics of them strangling and it was a terrifying sight. Yes, I'm talking about Burari murder case. Bodies of 11 members of Bhatia family were found at a house in Delhi's Burari area early on Sunday morning. 10 bodies were found hanging and blindfolded, while another, the eldest family member Narayani Bhatia, 77, was found strangled in a separate room. The rest, including two 15-year-old boys alleged using chunnis, scarves with religious motifs and cables to hang themselves. They were caged and blindfolded with hands tied. Cotton buds were found stuffed in their ears. The only one found alive in the house was the family dog, Jackie, who had been sent to the terrace. Neighbors said they didn't hear the dog. The post-mortem examination of 6 of the 11 dead revealed no signs of struggle. A senior police officer had disclosed that post-mortem included that of two children, and police have found no indication of strangulation or scuffle. Police suspect that deaths were part of a suicide pact carried out in accordance with the religious practice, as written notes found on the spot indicated. Who were the Bhatias? The Bhatia family ran a grocery shop and plywood business of the double-story home in Sant Nagar in North Delhi's Burari area. Their shop would open by 6 a.m. every morning, but when it did not till 7:30 a.m. today, a neighbor went to check and later informed the police after finding most of them hanging. The Bhatias lived on the first floor of the house number 17352 in lane number 2 of Santnagar. Narayani had two sons, Bhavnesh and Lalit. Bhavnesh 50 and Lalit 45, who lived in the house with their respective wives, Savita 48, Tina 42. Bhavnesh had three children, Neetu 25, Manu 23 and Dhruv 15, while Lalit had a 15-year-old son, Shivam. Narayani's elder daughter, Pratibha 57, also lived in the house with her daughter Priyanka 33 after her husband died few years ago. All of them were found dead. What are the various theories? Though no suicide notes has been recovered yet, prima facie the police suspects that Bhatia family committed suicide, but the police is also investigating the case with other possible angles of homicide. It is also checking the CCTV footage and not ruling out anything. This means it could also be a case of murders. The mysterious diary. A diary found in the house had detailed instructions for mass salvation, including how hangings should be conducted, and the Bhatia seem to have followed the instructions, some of which may have been written months ago. They conducted a havan hours before the suicide. पट्टियाँ अच्छे से बांधना है, शून्य के अलावा कुछ नहीं दिखना चाहिए, रस्सी के साथ सूती चुनिया या साड़ी का प्रयोग करना है, which translates, everyone should be blindfolded properly, nothing but zenith should not be visible to the eyes, a chunni or a sari should be used along with a robe. Reads one of the last pages of the diary recovered from the house. The Bhatia family had been riding down steps to attain mass salvation, which will now serve as clues for police to unravel the mystery. Some of the notes stated that one will not die but attain something great, the officer said. The notes even specify the favorable day and the time on which these kriyas should be performed. 7 दिन बाद पूजा लगातार करनी है, थोड़ा लगन और श्रद्धा से। कोई घर में आ जाए तो अगले दिन गुरुवार या रविवार को चुने। Worship the banyan tree for 7 days at a stretch and devotion. If somebody comes home, then do it in the next day. Choose Thursday or Sunday as the day of the act. The notes even specify the favorable time as midnight to 1 a.m. Social told TOI, apparently Times of India, that the family members had been writing this diary in Hindi for a few months. The last entry in the diary is around 2 days old. The police said the condition in which the bodies were found had stark similarities with what was written in the diary. The bodies were hanging in the batches of three, while one was hanging from the window grill. The baby, Narayani, was lying in a separate room. The note read, "बेबे खड़ी नहीं हो सकती तो अलग कमरे में लेट सकती है." The elderly woman can't stand so she can lie down in another room. On another page, a family member had written, "सबकी सोच एक जैसी होनी चाहिए, पहले से ज़्यादा दृढ़ता से ये करते ही तुम्हारे आगे के काम दृढ़ता से शुरू होंगे." Everyone should think in one direction and with more determination than last time, as this is done, the way forward will be paved. The note also directed family to dim the lights, madhyam roshni ka prayog. In the house during the commission of the act, the lines about more devotion and determination from the last time suggest that the family may have tried to commit mass suicide in the past. Relatives are being questioned in this regard. हाथों की पट्टियाँ बच जाएं तो उसे आँखों पे डबल कर लेना, मुंह की पट्टी को भी रुमाल से डबल कर लेना। जितनी दृढ़ता और श्रद्धा दिखाओगे उतनी ही उचित फल मिलेगा। The extra wrap around the hands should be used to blindfold the eyes. The mouth should be doubly wrapped with a handkerchief. The amount of emotion and determination, the outcome. Reads another page. The diary will be sent for analysis by handwriting experts, and the loose ends that puzzle the police despite entries in the diary indicating a suicide for mass salvation. Cops are still facing many unanswered questions into the deaths of 11 members of Nayani Devi's family. Number 1. The biggest question is how no relative got a hint of such spiritual practices going in the house. Even Devi's daughter Sujata Nagpal, who lives in Panipat, was clueless about the family's drive to attain salvation. Her brother Lalit had last called her at 11 p.m. on Saturday but told her nothing about the suicide pact. Number 2. Police are quizzing friends and relatives to find out if any family member had mentioned such things to them. The handwritten note suggests that the family may have attempted mass suicide earlier, but it remains unanswered how nobody shared this incident to anyone outside. Number 3. Anyone unsolved mysteries is how the teenage children were convinced by the family to take their own lives. Investigating officers said there were no signs of struggle, and it's hard to believe that 11 people readily agreed to take their lives and even allowed their family to die in front of them. And the autopsy report will play a crucial role in the investigation, as police haven't ruled out the possibility of the use of poison that may have been taken by the victims. Burari case is a true mysterious incident that occurred back in 2018. This text is copied from the Facebook page.